Read mail. You have received an owl post. Professor Fig. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Really? Talk to Professor Fig. Wait, what? We just sat there and he's all of a sudden he's here?
Revelio.
Okay.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Ranrock and Rockwood want the locket. Sir, about the goblins at Gringotts.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No,
well,
I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
Ranrock and Rockwood want the locket.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
Wait, is that the secret map from the
It leads to
movies?
the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
Okay.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
The locket secret. Report to Professor Hecat.
I believe...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments.
Okay.
As such, you are to learn Incendio,
Ooh,
the
cool.
fire-making spell. Handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs.
Or lighting
and,
shit on fire.
when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Incendio.
Sounds versatile.
True.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks.
Oh.
You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Win 2 rounds of crossed wands. Complete a round of spell combination practice. Oh, we have to go there? Really? That's interesting. I have a quest there. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You're Lucan Brattleby?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's
Fight
invitation
Club.
only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I did take him down a peg.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and
Kinda
whoever
sounds
is still
fun.
standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yes. I'll join your club.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like.
Really?
Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone.
Wait,
So,
you
care
can do
to
this
step into the
online or
ring?
not? I don't think this game had. I didn't think this game had online. I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
It's very dark in here. Break through yellow shields with control spells, like the levitation spell, Levioso. Target block lets you track enemies without aiming. Use R to change targets when locked.
Fringo! Levioso! Protego! Levioso!
Act like a winner.
Is that all you've got? Levioso! Then Fringo! Come on!
Expulso.
Ow!
Give him one more.
Bingo!
Nice!
I could never duel like that.
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant.
Will do.
Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are.
I
And
am.
as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy.
Really?
Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Okay. Really? Okay. So you need to do one more run and complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan. We have to do that for Hecate.
Next time you need a partner for crossed wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
Will do, will do.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy? Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set? Let's go.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Yeah, ready.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yeah, Sebastian Salo.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
But he's gonna be my best friend in the game. Let's try and do that.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies
Whoa.
in advance.
3 against 2. Break through violet shields with 4 spells like Summoning Charm Accio. Okay.
Protego! Levioso!
Don't shy away now. Leviosa.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Fringo! Accio! Levioso!
Act like a winner.
You're better than that!
Boom.
could never duel like that.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least
Can I do the
surviving
third
the
round
next round.
immediately?
I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Okay.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
You're welcome. Okay, can we do third round immediately? Or do we have to do the
Hello,
practice
Lucan.
thing?
May I use the training dummy?
Guess
Of course.
not.
I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yes.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio!
That's it!
Leviosa!
Excellent form!
Leviosa!
Damn it.
Next time, perhaps!
Hey, Jody! Wait, is this one of your alts? Jody number 2? Is Jody number 2 even better than Jody number 1? I'm doing good, I'm still enjoying the game. We're doing some dueling, or dueling practicing even.
Leviosa!
Keep trying!
I did too fast.
Leviosa! Accio!
Nicely done! I'd say that's enough practice.
Yeah, I figured it's you.
Looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice
So how was your day
than
today?
during a duel. You'll be a fearsome
Oh, from a
challenger
friend's
now.
account. With the same name?
Assignment's all finished.
Oh, not your own laptop. I see. Wait, does this game have like a day-night cycle? Not. I'm not sure actually.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
Of course.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
New spell,
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire
St.
is a fickle
Mungo's?
servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let
True.
us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Alright. Go. Oh my god. Boom. Learn it. Did it. Hey, thanks for the follow. Cool Jody 2. Hydrate, thank you. I can use that. You have learned enough spells that you'll need to equip Incendio to your spell set, okay? To do this, you need to swap it with a different spell. Wait, which one do we lose? Maybe Reparo? We don't use Reparo that often, right? Oh my god, these are all the spells. These are all the spells. Oh, that's fine, Jody. That's fine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hold R to assign. R? Assign bottom. Its range is short and requires you to be close. It raises short and requires you to be close to the target. This spell deals significant damage and lights certain objects on fire. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds. Oh, damage Condi. Condi skill, of course. During which time collisions will result in incendiary bursts. I think I'll replace it with Reparo for now. So those are quite a lot of skills. That is good. That should keep combat fresh and entertaining, right? Oh, we can practice. We can practice.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Ooh, feels powerful. Level 11, let's go! Incendio is a heavy damage spell that unleashes destructive flames at a short range.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
True, true, true. Why is there such an ominous music in this room? Let's go.
Ah, there you are.
Revelio! Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
I wonder if this guy's
Fig,
gonna turn out to be
I
a
have
bad
work for you.
guy.
Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
He's a hard ass, the headmaster.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our
So we're going in
illustrious
solo,
headmaster
right?
further.
We're going to
I
the
shall find
library
you when
solo.
I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Talk to Sebastian, okay. Sebastian.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Living World in what? In Guild Wars 2? Not many students have Victor. What was all that about? It's to do with Ranrock.
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Oh yeah, it's
Professor
pretty
Fig
expensive.
and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Yeah, now we have to
Understood.
kill him.
Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
There we go.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
My goodness, yeah. You thought it's like, yeah, especially when you played like one episode after another. Yeah, it is quite a lot, but it's like some episodes have like only 3 or only 4 missions, but some episodes are pretty expansive, for sure. Oh, you don't have a Discord. Okay, I understand then, Joey. I understand. Yeah, this is Jody number 2, Arcadus. Just as pleasant as Jody number 1. What if we're caught?
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
What about the librarian?
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Alright, see you tonight.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh, where the hell are we here? So we are immediately transported to the night part. Okay. Yeah, is Jody number 1 twin sister? Hey, aren't we all, Jody? Aren't we all?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know.
Yes, it is.
Disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Don't you think they would see us? Oh wait, new spell, Disillusionment. No! That's my first time I failed that. Are you kidding me? Why? Why do I keep missing that? What am I doing wrong here? Pretty good. Finished this week's exam. Oh, nice. Right. How did it go, Arcadus? What's your feeling? Do you think they're all gonna be good? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, X! I didn't see this. It's another button. The chem test was a disaster. But it was the same for the whole class, so it's not just my problem. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Use disillusionment to avoid being detected in off-limit areas. Okay. What should I replace this with? Maybe I should replace it with... Lumos, maybe? Alright, sneak into the library. Rocks and Guild Wars 2 is now your second favorite. Who's your first favorite character? Is it like a Sylvari? Oh, is that the reason why she's your... Is that the reason why she's your second favorite? Because they give you a 20 slot backpack? I mean, it's a good reason, but, you know.
Quietly now.
Is this like... Nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate. Oh, it's kind of like sneaking. Being caught by authorities will result in quest failure. Okay.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Wait, what? Oh, Kate. Kate is pretty cool. What do you think about, what is his name again? The male Sylvari. Why am I blanking on his name? Can't think of his name.
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be alright. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk.
How
Now,
is she not seeing
here's
them?
what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
They're like perfectly visible. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside the restricted section. Oh, Traherne, yeah, that's the name. Traherne, yeah. Not a fan of necromancy, especially after the Zayden. Oh, is that the reason why you don't like him? About the necromancy? I guess. Good idea.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Necromancy is a big no-no in your books, really.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Good mess.
No! Bullshit! Wait, so she didn't see me when we were visible? Near where all the books were, but she did see us immediately there. Oh, wait.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Alright, let's get into the hidden let's get into the restricted section of the library.
Revelio.
$52 gold, okay.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Okay.
Revelio.
Use basic cast while undetected to lure authority figures and enemies to a desired location. Okay. Aim mode grants precision targeting.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
A ghost? Oh, there a ghost.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ghost, ghost.
Revelio.
How do I get there? Oh, maybe I can like destroy those things, maybe? Damn it.
Revelio.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
Yeah. Oh my.
You'd be wise to get out of here. It's not safe for young mortals.
I thought I was in the clear. What is that kind of a bullshit? She said I was in the clear. All right. Yeah. Thanks for joining, Joey. I hope to see you again soon. Have a good evening. All right. He said I was in the clear. I was suspicious because I saw the ghost going downstairs.
We must remain unseen.
Yeah, he lied. What the fuck, Sebastian?
So what is
my
it
best
you've been
friend.
looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne.
Oh, really?
So that she can return to Hogwarts.
Yes,
because
it's
Merlin
twin
knows
sister.
everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to
Revelio.
Windows. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Best to avoid these books if possible. Due not as much to their tendency to fly from one's hand as to their content being spectacularly drivel of no educational value whatsoever.
Revelio.
Oh, chest. Is this like a spooky part of the library to you? It doesn't feel as spooky as I thought it would be. I feel like in the movie and the books it's way more spookier, the restricted section. Also way more dangerous.
Revelio.
Yeah, too much lighting, probably. Can I open this?
Incendio.
No.
Revelio.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
See, again, one of these statues. I think there's... I mean, the flickering light is kind of scary. Wait. There's like a hand outside of the box tapping. I just noticed that. Okay, getting a little more spooky, a little less lighting. Right, Arcadus? A little bit less lighting.
Revelio.
Stuff falling over. Making a lot of noise. Sure, Arcadus. Did that thing move?
Levioso. Revelio.
Who have we here?
Uh-oh.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Don't get into trouble.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Wait, that was kind of a scummy thing to
Now,
say.
where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Yeah, me too.
Reparo. Revelio.
Ooh, that's an upgrade. +1. Yeah, we're losing the transmog again. We're gonna lose the skin for the glasses. I haven't even seen one decent head or facewear or headwear option.
Revelio.
Ooh, stair downstairs, okay. Should I use Lumos here? Should probably use Lumos.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Oh, wow. Wait, let me first
Revelio.
get the chest here. Let me get the chest. Sorcerer, a fairy green sorcerer hat. Fairy green? Oh wow, legendary. Plus 13, holy shit, plus 13. What the hell? Look at this hat, so silly. Alright, I'll take the stat, but I'll lose the skin again. It's too silly.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Where is this gonna lead me? Okay.
Revelio.
Really? My gear slots are full? Really? Never mind.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
I don't know, that I hope I did get the item at least.
Where might this lead?
The Athenaeum. Okay, are we gonna end the stream with a bang? Some enemies are vulnerable. Okay.
Lumos. Revelio.
Same symbol again.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Uh-oh.
Not surprising. Cards at the ready. Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Levioso!
Oh my god.
Levioso! Stupefy!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Levioso! Incendio! Levioso!
Your gift of ancient magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10+ hit combos will begin generating ancient magic power-ups. Collecting these will greatly fill your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. Okay. So combos gives me health. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. Tap when you see the prompt over an enemy's head. Okay. I saw that before, but...
Revelio! Potato! Stupefy! Levioso! Lumos! Incendio! Levioso!
Combo 17. Hey, there's a chest there.
Accio! Levioso! Revelio!
How do I get there? Do I have a spell? Maybe Reparo?
Reparo!
No.
Incendio!
Yeah, I don't see it. That's... Oh my god! That's kind of bullshit. Oh, I have to keep it. I have to keep pressing it, right? I have to jump?
Levioso! Accio!
I think I have to... Oof! Got it.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. This must be the way forward, but to where?
Can I do something with these things?
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Okay.
Revelio.
Chest. 57 gold. Ooh, other chest. Wool jumper uniform. Okay. Do I need another? No, probably not. We can stay with this. Wow, what the fuck is this? Oh! Holy shit!
Potato! Stupid one! Lumos.
Ow, 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 ow.
Levio.
Oh my god, they killed me! That's my first actual death.
Leviosa. Potato. Leviosa.
Why? I was fast enough.
Leviosa. Potato. Leviosa.
Oh my god, they're so fast. They're so fucking fast. Should I just like, just go mad on them with all special attacks?
Leviosa. Potato. Stupid one. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
Shit.
Leviosa. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Got you. Damn it to hell. That was like the first actual difficult fight.
Revelio. It is a book after all.
Oh, really? it's a memory. Okay. Is that Professor Weasley? Rackham? Rockwood? It might not be Professor Weasley. Descendant of one of these guys. Those are muggles, probably. Is she somebody important?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
She's
As
the
it
girl
happens,
from before.
I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Right.
Miss Morganach.
Really?
When we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day.
Is the same
My
voice
father
actress
insists
than
it was
Samantha
my
Dale?
imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna be evil, right? Are we gonna encounter her? How long does this go?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
Is he gonna
If
turn on
someone
this?
has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
Is he gonna turn on us?
There was nobody else.
Good.
I came alone.
Good.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
All right. Return to Professor Fig's room.